Can I get everybody's attention? We'll get started with the program. First, thanks everybody for your attendance today. It was a beautiful day on the golf course, courtesy of Jim Keenan. We had some questionable weather early in the week. Those of us who said prayers to Father Keenan, St. Jim Keenan, they were answered today. So we had a beautiful day. This event, so everybody knows, has been going on for a number of years. Gary Goodenough, who I texted with this morning, was one of the instrumental founders of the event. Gary couldn't be here. He's recovering from some knee surgery, but he did ask me to pass along to everybody that he will be back next year. He does plan to claim the winners role next year, but he did want to remind me that, now that it is called the Keenan, we all do sort of owe it to Jim to make sure that we make this event become bigger and better each and every year that we can do it. Just as Jim approached every Jesuit institution he touched, and every person that he touched was better for having known Jim Keenan. So we're going to begin tonight's program with the live auction first. The silent auction items are closed now, so the winners will be announced in a bit. But I'm going to introduce Lual, who's going to sort of proceed with the live auction, and then we'll get to the rest of the program. And for those that are sort of online and streaming today, just want to say thanks for your presence as well.
Hello again. Thank you so much for participating in today's outing. Already has been a major success, and we're going to finish on a strong note with your help. So tonight we're going to start off with a live auction. We have 5 items that we're going to go through, and for you to participate, I just need you to raise your hand. And the last man standing or lady standing will be our winner. So the first item tonight is a threesome at the Winged Foot Golf Club right across the street. And can I start off with $500? Do we have $500? Right over there. Does someone else want to give $600? So I see $600 out there. Come on, we're talking about Winged Foot here. Oh, there we go. I see 6. Let's get some other juices in there. Can we get this up to $800? Can we go up to $800? Oh, thank you again. I see we have a very hungry contestant over here for $800. How about $1,000? Can we make this $1,000 tonight for this Winged Foot foursome? Okay, $1,000. Do I hear $1,200? Can I see $1,200? Okay. We have $1,200. I see 2 guys. I know there's more guys here that love playing Winged Foot. Can I please see $1,400 out there? Can we see $1,400 out there? Okay, $1,400. $1,500? We got $1,500 out there? Come on, this is $5,000 value if you were to do this outside. Come on, please. 5,000? 1,500. I got 1,500. Sorry. Do I have 1,600? Come on, guys. This is a great day out of golf at Winged Foot. I'm sure many of you know the course, love playing it. You get to go with Greg Dratty. That is a great time. Who could go there for 1,600 with Greg? 16 in the back. There we go. Thank you. Do we have anyone now maybe at 1,800? 1,800? I hear some chat about there. Someone's talking about it. They're thinking about it. Can we get to 1,800? Last 1,800 in the back. I told you I heard chatter. I told you. This is becoming a bidding war, I could tell. 2,000 gets us to take you home, I think. Do we see 2,000 out here? Did I miss a hand back there? Did I see someone? Nope. Okay, I thought I saw a movement for there. I know we have excitement. Look how many people have bid on this already. This is a wonderful night to support formation. Don't forget why we're here. Your $2,000 could get you maybe a ticket closer to heaven. I don't know, but definitely a ticket to Winged Foot with your friends. Come on. Okay, last chance, 2,000. Anybody? Okay, in the back, 1,800. Going once. Oh, two. Okay, there we go. $2,000. That's what we're looking for tonight, guys. 2,000. This is the excitement we want to bring to all of our evening here. 2,000. How about 2,200? 2,200. Remember, this is definitely a night that's sports formation, and this is a $5,000 value, this event. I know how much we all love the Jesuits. Maybe we could throw in some wonderful Jesuit beer with this foursome. I'm sure you heard about it on the golf club tonight. Okay, 2,000 going once. No. So in the back, were you going for 2,200? Okay. We did have someone say if someone could match the 2,000, we'll get two people. Two people could win this foursome. Yeah, two different foursomes. Okay, 2,000 going once, 2,000 going twice. So over there, thank you for your commitment to the Jesuits. I appreciate it. Okay, the next raffle item up is the Quaker Ridge Golf Club. Boy, what a great day on this course. I've heard everyone say how much they love playing this course today. You could come back with your friends, a full foursome, to play here. Starting bid $500. $500 starting bid to play here. Okay, we have $500. Can I hear $800? Can I hear $800? Okay, I have $800. Can we get $1,000? $1,000 to come back here and play this great course. Right over there we have 1,000. 1,200. Do I see 1,200? Remember, this is a full foursome. You and your three friends. Here we go. Can I get 1,400? 14. Great. 18? 1,800. 1,800. Remember, it's a full foursome coming back to play this wonderful course. I know how much we all appreciated it. 2,000? 2,000. Thank you for the boost. 2,000 is our new number to beat. Do I have 2,100? 2,100. I know that I'm rattling off all these numbers, but I know how much everyone here enjoyed their event and this course. So if you enjoyed your game, please try to help us with formation tonight by moving up to 2,200. Okay, 2,200. Do I hear 2,400? 2,400? This is a $4,000 value for your foursome here today. Okay, 2,200 going once. 2,200 going twice. Sold, 2,200. Okay, a little bit further down the block, we're going to go to the Westchester Country Club. This is, you will be going with one of our host tonight, Bill Miller. You and your, Quaker Ridge is in the back. Last row. Thank you again. So we have Westchester Country Club. Can I hear 500 for you and two of your friends to go with Bill Miller? 500. Do I have 700? 700. Great, in the back. 800. 1,000. Do I have 1,200? How about 1,500? Come on, 1,500. You get to go with a great guy in Bill Miller. What a fun time you're going to have, I know for sure. He's definitely going to bring some cans of the Jesuit beer. 1,500? Oh, great. 1,700? Do we hear 1,700 for Westchester Country Club? Last chance. Get this at a really good steal here. Okay, 1,500 going once. 1,500 going twice. Sold. Thank you. Okay, hockey fan, here we go. 2 New York Rangers at MSG for a date in November home game. Section 107D, row 8, seats 13 and 14, including Delta Club access. Who doesn't want to see these New York Rangers play? Maybe an Islander fan. But hey, the Rangers have been really on fire. What a great start. Let's hear, can we start off with $500? $500. Can I hear $700? $700 on the back. Thank you. Can we get to $1,000? $1,000. New York Rangers. The most fun you'll see on ice. What great gameplay. Be part of their magic. Here we go in the back. Thank you. Can I hear $1,200? $1,200 for the New York Rangers. I'll remind you, this is for 2 seats, row 8. That's really close to the glass. $1,200. Okay, last chance. Okay, 1,000. Going once, 1,000 going twice. Sold, thank you. $1,000. Talking about fun at MSG, how about those New York Knicks? Another 2 seats for a date in November. Row A, seats 15 and 16 with Delta Club access. Another great evening of New York sports. We're going to start off this bid, since these tickets are hot, at $1,000. Starting bid is $1,000. Oh, anyone over there? No? Okay. $1,000. Thank you. Can I hear $1,200? 2 seats at the New York Knicks. What a great value. These are $3,500 value tickets. Delta access. Basically up around, almost right there. You could touch the players. But don't do that. We're not suggesting that. $1,200. That's great. Thank you. Can I hear $1,400? $1,400 to see the New York Knicks. I think they're going to get to the playoffs. Don't you want to be part of that magic of seeing them play? $1,400. $1,400. Okay, $1,200 is going to be this winning bid. Last chance. $1,400. Thank you. Can anyone beat that? $1,600 to see the New York Knicks. $1,600. Okay. 60, last chance here. $1,400 going once. $1,400 going twice. Sold. Thank you. New York Knicks in the back. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on our live auction. We're going to announce our silent auction winners. And well, I can't do that at the moment, but I'm going to hand back the microphone to Bill, and he's going to get us on our next level. Thank you.
We'll do silent auction in a minute. We're all here, obviously, right, because we want to support our friends, the Jesuits, who have made a decision in life to follow a vocation. And I'm very happy to announce, introduce and announce, I guess, Pat Nolan, who is the current Director of Vocations for the Society. I had the pleasure of playing golf with Pat a couple of weeks ago at Westchester, and not only is he a great golfer, he is a great spiritual advisor, as he coached me through 4 hours of a tough round. But Pat's going to speak a bit about formation and the reason we're here tonight, and to raise funds and awareness for helping Jesuits like Pat and like those that are others that are sitting in the room with you tonight, and those that have touched your lives to bring you here today, and how they get to where they are. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Pat and let him continue the program for a couple minutes.
Appreciate it. I think you need to go to confession after saying I was a great golfer. So we'll talk about that later. Spiritual advisor. My college roommate from Loyola, Maryland, Ed, also known as Fast Eddie, has this theory. And he says, take any 2 best friends, and you separate them. You take one best friend and say, between the two of you guys, which one of you is Batman and which one of you is Robin? And, you know, if he's by himself, he's going to think, wow, I'm Batman. He's Robin. And you talk to the other guy on this side of the room and says, well, obviously, I'm Batman, and he's Robin. Well, I had this in the back of my mind as we were studying the Jesuit constitutions as a first-year novice. And we read that St. Ignatius, following Jesus himself in sending out Jesuits on mission in pairs, St. Ignatius suggests that we should send a strong Jesuit with maybe a weaker Jesuit, or a gregarious Jesuit with maybe someone who's more of a good listener, a great preacher with someone who is a great confessor. And so I'm taking all this in. I'm thinking, well, basically what he's trying to say is you want to send a Batman with a Robin. Well, fast forward to my second year as a novice, and we're being sent on long experiment. So I was sent with Ricardo Avila, my classmate. We were sent to Micronesia, to Xavier High School on the island of Chuuk. And we get to Syracuse Airport. We're there in January, and there's a snowstorm. We find out that our first of 5 flights to get to this little island to teach high school for 6 months is canceled. We're there with no cell phones, because as novices we can't have cell phones. We have a little bit of cash, but that's about it. We have to figure out our way out there. I look over at Ricardo, and he's talking to the only 2 blonde German tourists who happen to be in the Syracuse airport at the time. And I move into action, because there's Robins and there's Batmans. You see, the week before, the head of advancement for Lemoyne College gave us 50 gold pens. And she said, you know, you can give these to the students for their graduation. They were the wrong color green for Lemoyne, or they spelt Lemoyne with 2 M's or something like that, so they couldn't use them. So I went up to the desk, and I said, my colleague and I are representatives from Lemoyne College, and we just want to thank you for your service. Here are 2 gold pens. She said, well, aren't you so nice? What flight are you? We were just on that flight that was just canceled, the one going to O'Hare. We're going all the way out to Micronesia to teach for a few months. She said, well, I've never heard of Micronesia, but I can get you on the next flight. It's actually boarding right now. And she does everything. And I look over at Ricardo. That's why Ignatius sent us out 2 by 2. A strong one with a weak one. Well, fast forward, we're in a month into our teaching. And I'm teaching at our parochial school, St. Cecilia's, which is down the hill from Xavier High School in Chuuk. And I teach 2 sections of English there for the 7th and 8th grade. And then I came up in the afternoon to teach Micronesian history. I don't know if any of you have a background in Micronesian history. I certainly didn't, and I only had 1 textbook. Ricardo had to teach freshman English. Ricardo and I shared an office, and it was one of those offices that were shared by all the giants, literal giants like Jim Crogan, and so many others who were sent to Micronesia. I found myself asking Ricardo every single question about every single lesson, about every single test, about how to grade every single paper, because I figured he knew more than I did because he studied poli-sci in college. Well, fast forward, we're a month into our mission there, and the provincial visits. Father Dave Ciancimino, some of you may know him. He said, how's everything going? And I said, I've never prayed harder in my life, and I keep praying to Jesus, the teacher, to help me through another day. I said, the only thing is I feel bad because I'm leaning on Ricardo too much. I ask him questions about everything. And he said, Pat, that's what brothers are for. That's why St. Ignatius sent us out 2 by 2. because sometimes we're the one that needs help, and sometimes we're the ones that are going to be providing the help. But we're going to lean on each other. I didn't think I'd ever go back to Micronesia again, but that same provincial, I was supposed to go to Xavier High School in New York City for Regency, and someone got sick on the islands, and I got sent out to Yap Catholic High School on another island to help start that new school with Father Mulroney, who is here. I couldn't be at my Jesuit uncle's funeral, Don Devine, who's taught at many the former New York province high schools. But Ricardo was in New York, and he sat with my family at the Fordham University Church, and he was there with them. So when you give to formation, you're not just giving to pay for our books, which are very expensive, and you're not just paying for us to go to great universities. Ricardo is now studying canon law at the Gregorian University in Rome. For my studies in philosophy at Loyola Chicago and at Boston College. But you're supporting us to have these lifelong friendships. And you think about all the Jesuits you love, we love them too. They're our brothers. And we get to spend our lives with them. So I want to thank you tonight for your generosity. And I also want to make one request. They say never give a Nolan an open mic. Well, here's my request. I just started in vocations this summer with Brendan Gottschall, who is newly ordained and is the assistant director and promoter of vocations. He's at the back table there. And with Wendell Laurent in the province staff, who's our coordinator, and 3 Jesuits who are out in the field working for us. I know how hard it is to write a check. But even harder is to invite someone you know, a young man that you know, to consider this life. It could be a son, it could be a grandson, it could be someone you see at the parish, someone in your life. If they have the seeds of a good Jesuit vocation, and you know it because that's why you're here, someone who's generous, someone who's loving, someone who's available, someone who can laugh, someone who could laugh at himself. That's what Pedro Rupe said he wanted in his Jesuits. I invite you to just notice those seeds of a Jesuit vocation in a young man and to invite him to consider it. That's a request. And if each one of us does it, we're going to hit our goal of 1,540 young men on the East Coast invited to consider a Jesuit vocation this year. We're already halfway there in our silent phase. But you're probably thinking, I'm ready for this guy's silent phase. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you. This is a great life, and it's great company, and we'd love to have more friends just like Ricardo. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Father Nolan, for your story. Boy, I'm blown away. You know, there's so many special Jesuits in my life, and just hearing that story made me think about how they were affected by their formation and who they leaned on through their career as Jesuits. Who did Father Jim Keenan lean on? So tonight, let's continue that with some good announcements here. We have 3 people that would like to match up to $20,000 of funds raised from this portion of the evening on to go towards our formation goal. So you can see we're doing great with gifts that have come in online, gifts that have come in earlier. We sent out a mailing. We had many things leading up to trying to build up the goal of raising $50,000 tonight to help, on average, the cost of one man information a year. So on your table, you're going to see some of these cards here. We also have some of our team is going to be spread out right now across the tables to help, and we're going to basically ask for you to raise your hand and join us at different values of donations that are available and help us reach our goal. So the first starting number is that we're going to start off with a $5,000 gift? Who could make a $5,000 gift to be a part of the mission and journey with many of our Jesuits? If you could raise your hand if you would do a $5,000 gift. I have a person in the back. Thank you for your commitment. Is that a second hand? There's a second hand. So 2 $5,000 gifts so far. Is there a third person that would like to take on the support of this mission and help us with a goal of $5,000 tonight? Anyone else? Is there anyone at home? If you're at home and you see the QR code on your screen, there's a third person. That's 3 $5,000 gifts already. That's $15,000. We're $5,000 away from our $20,000 match. Isn't that amazing? Okay. So if anyone at home could join us too, that'd be terrific. There's a QR code on your screen, or there's a URL link. If you could follow that to join us from home, we could use your support too. The next level I'd like to try is $2,500. Can someone join our mission and support formation with a $2,500 gift tonight? Remember, this is fully tax deductible, and we need your help to support our young guys. Anyone with a raise of hand so one of our members could help you. And if you're using the QR code, even if you raise your hand so we know that we could count on one in the room for $2,500. $2,500. Okay, I'm going to go down to, is there anyone in the room that could go to $1,250? 1,000, we have one over here, $1,250. Thank you so much. We're so close here. Do we have anybody else a raise of hand? I have another gentleman. I have one in the back and another one at the center table next to Father Gaddy. Let's talk. Another Jesuit here tonight who was my president when I was at Xavier High School. How did formation help him? What other Jesuits were his brothers to help him along the way, especially when he had to deal with a rowdy kid like myself? Can anyone else help with a gift of $1,250? Just raise your hand. We have many people to help you. Okay, how about $500? Come on, can we see some hands at $500? I see a hand over here. 1, 2, keep your hands up. We have people walking around. $500. If you're at home, we need you as well. Please make your gift online to help our goal go up. If you're able to give $500 and join the mission and support of formation, please raise your hand. I have some hands raised over here in the front. Okay. Anyone else on this side? Anyone else with their hand raised that needs help? Oh, thank you. Wow, what a great turnout, these $500 gifts. Can I hear $250? How many people can help at the level of $250? Just keep your hands up, and we have some people coming to help you. $250, once again, says, yes, I believe in what's going on here at the Jesuit East Province. I believe in formation, and I'm so happy to help them. $250. We have another gentleman in the back. And you folks at home, thank you. I see some supports coming in. Thank you for your gift from home. Thank you, everyone. We're doing so well. I'm going to go down to one more level here. This is our final level, $100. This is our final level. I'm not going to go any lower. $100. Can I see $100? $100. Please raise your hand to say that you're a part of our mission in helping support formation. We have people walking around, so if you could just raise your hand again if you're still trying to give. This is terrific. Last call for $100 at this giving level. So if some of you are thinking, wow, I wish so-and-so was here in my foursome who was here last year, please consider taking this sheet home and maybe sharing it with your friends to say there's still time to give and help support formation. I appreciate everything that has been happened so far leading up to this giving level. And I want to say thank you for helping us unlock the $20,000. That definitely brings us over our goal. And I know we're still calculating, so thank you, everyone. Do you want to do the raffles? Okay, we're gonna do 2 raffles. Oh, sorry.
Both are doing this, and we'll go around to them.
Okay, so we have 2 winners for the Christmas concert at St. Ignatius Loyola in New York City. We have Brian Fay and Timothy Joyce. Congratulations to both of you. Thank you so much for your help towards formation. Okay. Anissa Dematero, you are going to the CIA for cooking lessons with the special person in your life. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then our final silent auction, New York Yankee tickets, 4 seats to Colin McLean. Colin, thank you so much for your support. Just raise your hand so we can help find you. Colin's at the end. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to get the...
This is for the first is for the Bedrati gift certificate. Try not to look. Guthrie Garvin.
Guthrie, are you here?
Guthrie here?
Raise your hand if you're here.
He left? Okay. Perfect. Just have him contact me.
You got it.
All right.
Actually, I need the ticket back.
Oh,
Yeah, I need this back. This is for the 50. Which one? Okay. But this is for the
Bedrati. We'll do 50-50 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Next one is for 50-50, which, okay. We'll stuff in the ballot box. Yeah, yes. Yes. I'll let you pick this one. $7,650 to the winner. Jamie Schertle.
Jamie Schertle, if you're watching from home, congratulations.
Congratulations. Hold on to that so we know.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. I promise we're getting towards the end here, but I do want to say a couple of thank yous before I introduce Father O'Keefe. All the people who are sponsors today, the card sponsors, the grill sponsors, the caddy sponsors, I can't say thanks enough. Those who donated auction items, and those that raised their hand in their paddle for Fund the Need, as well as for all the silent and live auction items. I want to thank all the Jesuits in the room, in particular some of the scholastics who are here. If I could just ask you to stand up for a moment, be recognized. You're really the reason that we're here. These 2 scholastics in particular, both at Fordham, if I'm not mistaken, studying at Fordham right now. Please, if you get a chance before you leave tonight, introduce yourselves, hear their stories. They're quite inspiring. And I really hope you take a couple of minutes before everybody leaves tonight. The Quaker Ridge staff, you guys have been absolutely amazing. Those that have served the food, prepared the food. Those behind the bar that have been serving great drinks all night, my caddy in particular, who found balls that he should never have found. To the Province staff, to Tim, to Mary, to Anne-Marie, to everybody who's here, I can't possibly say thanks enough, but this event has gone on now for so many years thanks to your tireless efforts. And without you, there is no Keenan. And I think Jim would say that too. But this event goes off every year without a hitch, and you always come off and say thank you to me, but I really do nothing. I just stand here and hand the mic. But it's absolutely thanks to you that this goes off seamlessly every year, and I do think that this is only going to continue to grow from here. So your work is cut out for you, no doubt. Father O'Keefe, who is the provincial of the Society of Jesus for the East Province, is going to come up and say a few words. But Father O'Keefe comes from a great school up in Worcester, Massachusetts, Holy Cross. But I do think that we all have a connection to the Jesuits, be it Holy Cross, be it a high school in New York City, be it a high school in Georgetown, or wherever it might be, or in D.C. We all have some connection to a school, to a mission that the society sort of deems to be important, and we make important to us. And Father O'Keefe's going to give us a little talk right now just about what is going on in the province and what's been going on in the formation side of the world. But I do ask you to sort of listen intently and think about how you can step in and help at some point along the way. So when we return next year, you have a deeper connection to some part of the province, so that we do ask you to raise the paddle for fund to need. You know what you're funding. You know what you're doing. So without further ado, Father O'Keefe. Thank you, sir.
Well, Pat Nolan certainly talked about the importance of brotherhood and friendship in the society. Often we say we are friends in the Lord, and I think that's a wonderful description of who we are. I know some of the Jesuits, my brothers here, have been mentioned. Dan Gaddy from Coleman Hall, a legendary golfer from all I hear. Pat Nolan, of course, you heard from. And Brendan Gottschall, it's the A-team promoting vocations. And Brendan was ordained to the priesthood last June 8th at Fordham University Church. So he's a young priest. Thank you, Brendan. John Swope. John is the socius. And I suppose you could kind of say he's the COO of the province, who keeps things moving, trains running on time. John and I were classmates back in 1983 to 86, doing our theology studies, preparing ordination. Who would have thought, John, we'd end up in these roles? But God has a sense of humor, you know. And Mario Powell, who is here. And from all reports, Mario, who oversees our 29 secondary and pre-secondary schools, evidently had a very good day from what my spies tell me on the links. He would be here, except he had to go to Baltimore for the inauguration of our new president of St. Ignatius Loyola Academy, the Nativity School in Baltimore. And a word, you were introduced to, well, John Mulroney is here, the superior of our community at Fairfield, who's doing an extraordinary job there. I think all the folks at that table would agree, including the president. And let me say, too, both Eric and Mitchell, they're now at Chiswick Hall, but it is pronounced their vows just last August. So thank you. I mean, this is what you're supporting, these men. Of course, I'm enormously grateful that you are here, and it is a special year for the golf outing, the Keenan. And as Bill said, I think the bad weather forecast was held off by our guardian angel, and he was such a wonderful Jesuit, friend to so many, and who accompanied people in their lives with such grace and love and kindness. It's a comfort to know that in the communion of the saints, our relationship with Jim has not come to an end. Let me update you on where we are in our province with our apostolic plan. You know, Father General, when I became provincial on July 31st, 2020, said I would like you to start planning to be able to figure out ways to make the best use of your financial and human resources. And as you know, while we have wonderful young Jesuits in formation, our numbers have been declining. So 4 priorities of this plan that we've been working on for the past 2 years: to foster transformative Jesuit communities, to reimagine our apostolic and institutional commitments, to strengthen identity, spiritual formation for mission, not just for Jesuits, but for all who work in our apostolates, and to engage with greater freedom in the Universal Society's mission of ecological and social justice, with racial justice and reconciliation, and also, given our background and abilities, to be able to respond to the growing Latino population in the Catholic Church. I encourage you to visit Apostolic Plan, capital A, P, one word.com, to read the full summary of the plan if you're interested. It's not long, and it's very informative. 2 weeks from today, at our Jesuit Curia here in New York, we will convene the first meeting of our Commission on Ministries, people who will help us prioritize our resources. It's a cohort of 3 Jesuits and 6 lay colleagues from our ministries and apostolates, and they will serve as an advisory board to me about implementing the plan. I get a lot of advice from a lot of people, my province consultors, my province staff, sometimes advice that is sought, sometimes advice that is just given, but this will be an important dimension for me as I engage with Jesuit superiors as we plan the next 10 years, our institutions, our partners in mission, and our local dioceses. Many of the decisions made in the coming months will be exciting, no doubt, and some will be hard to make. There are some difficult choices. All will be designed to ensure that our Jesuits thrive in their work and community life, and that the apostolates that so many of you know remain active and committed to the Jesuit charism, so that Jesuits USA East can most efficiently and effectively serve the people of God. Your generous support makes all of this possible. Without our benefactors and friends, we could not sustain the formation of our young Jesuits. Earlier this month, we welcomed 5 young men into our novitiate in Syracuse. This is where I find so much hope for the future of our province and the church at large. Your partnership with us ensures that these men of faith will have the preparation to become extraordinary teachers, pastors, professors, and spiritual directors that God is calling them to be. So thank you all again for being here. It's a fun event with family and friends on a beautiful golf course. But know that through your participation today at the Keenan, it keeps my province, our province, doing so much good work, not on the East Coast, but throughout the world. And as I look ahead to the coming year, this very much is a theme for me. I hope that all of us engage with enthusiasm the Jubilee year that has been decreed by Pope Francis. It will begin on Christmas Eve and end on Epiphany 2026. The theme of the Jubilee year, Pilgrims of Hope. We hear bad news far too often, but because of our faith, because of our sense of community, may we all be pilgrims of hope. God bless you, thank you, and now, Bill, please come back to the podium.
Is anybody still here from the pro shop to help me? Who's got the winners? Here we go. Thank you. Hopefully you got a drink.
I don't.
Okay.
I got to drive home.
I'll let you.
Thank you.
You want the
Oh,
mic?
perfect. Yeah, I'll take care of it. I just want to say thank you for everyone for playing, and hopefully everyone had a good time. Just want to thank everyone for the work they did to get this event going. Once I call your name, please stand up so I can hand the gift card. All right, we'll start with longest drive on 16. Chris Childs. Chris Childs. All right. Next we have closest to the hole on number 5, Chris Murray, 8 feet 6 inches. Chris Murray. All right, perfect. All right, closest to the hole on 13, Bill O'Connor, 3 feet 3 inches. Must be a good shot. It's a tough hole. All right, now for the best ball winners net. Third place net, 14 under 56. Justin, Kenny, Ed, and Tim. Please stand up. All right. Sweet. Sweet. For second place net, 16 under 54, Colin, Jason, Kevin, and Alastair. Alastair. Woo. He's ready, guys. All right, for first place, same score. We did a match of cards, back 9 score. 16 under 54, Drew, Elizabeth, Hugo, and Jamie. All right. And now for first place gross, 2 under 68. Also, there was a tiebreaker for that one. Match of cards, back 9. Sean, Andrew, Ian, and Peter with 2 under 68. Again, thank you everyone for playing. Just a little announcement for the golf shop. We will be open till 8 o'clock, maybe a little later. But thank you and have a good night.
Thank you very much, everybody. Those on social media, everybody here today, I can't say thanks enough for coming, for joining us. I look forward to seeing everybody, same bat time, same bat channel in 1 year. So everybody home safely, be safe. If you think of sunshine tomorrow and a beautiful day, say a little prayer for Jim Keenan and how he has influenced and changed so many lives in this room. Thank you all very much for coming. I appreciate it.